So let's go and let's just pick the 4 verticals. Let's start off with that. We'll start off with cover 2, although, like I said, I run it and it feels like I could just run against random and chuck it around. So let's do that first. Just to show you guys what I'm talking about. I don't even have to read the defense. That's how easy this play is to run. If you really want to run this play, like, if you're not good at reading defenses, you can really just watch if you just go from front to back, you can watch A to Y to RB to B and just throw it to the first one that you see has a lot of space, and you can run it just like that. So if you're not too good at reading defenses, you can do that. As you can see, this perfectly is it's just so well spread because of the full wide receivers, and there's just not enough defensive players over there. So we're just going to go ahead, we're going to run against random defenses. So I'm just going to go ahead and run it. Like I said, if I just go front to back, eventually somebody's going to get open. That was probably a cover 3. That Y route was just streaking right over the center there. So if you're not good at reading defenses, this is a really good series of plays to run because you don't really have to read the defenses. You can just start at the front and work your way back. Start the A route. If he gets open, take it. It's a very easy catch and run, a very easy drag type play. If that's not open, then you just make your way back to the Y route. If the Y route, I mean, honestly, that's going to be open 9 times out of 10. As you can see, he was right there. I probably could have caught and ran that a little bit better, but you can see he's open pretty much every play too. A lot of times I find myself running it like this because it's just so easy to read. Right here we got that RB route. Like I said, I threw it a little bit, maybe a little bit on time. I was going to say I thought I threw a little bit early, but I still made it in there as that was probably a cover 2. The mid-read on cover 2 does a pretty good job of getting up the field when it comes to that particular play. And then you can see right here, I mean, I snuck it in there. That's right. So like I said, I mean, you can see there's just so much opportunity. It's spread so well. Let's go and let's run it play to play, formation to formation though. Against cover 2, I've had a lot of success running it just like this. I feel like that mid-read does a pretty good job, but if you throw it on timing, there's definitely opportunity right at the center of cover 2. As you can see, Devin Duvernay is not even a great receiver, and he gets right past it. You could also just put this A route on a streak though. You can pull that safety back, and then you can basically just hit this B route outside because he's running something that's not really a streak. It's kind of like it's like a fade almost more than a streak. If you watch the pattern, you can see that he kind of bends to the outside. So all you really have to do is just pull that safety back, wait till he gets past that outside cornerback, and then I have a lot of success, a lot of throwing where I got popped. But you can see it's still a really big play. That's probably the biggest issue you run into is you don't necessarily have a ton of pass protection, and when you have a superstar like J.J. Watt bearing down on you, it makes it a little bit, T.J. Watt, when he's bearing down on you, it makes it a little bit difficult to get off some of these throws. But even the A route, I mean, that guy, he can be open. If you have a fast enough tight end, he's open right over the middle. So cover 2, there's a lot of area of opportunity to attack when it comes to just running it as is, or you can run it to the A route and to the B route, and you're just going to have success all over the field. Now against cover 3, I feel like there's a couple different ways to run this as well. For some reason, the Y route just gets open wide as you go over the middle there. I'm going to go to the replay just so I can show that, because this is something that just doesn't even make sense to me. If you watch this route right here, the second the play starts, he's just wide open. I mean, and he's got to be like 30 yards to the closest defender, just running straight down the middle of the field. Now, a lot of times your opponent might take that away. That's probably going to be their best move, but if they do, I mean, there's only so many defenders on the field. If he's taken away, typically this tight end's going to be wide open, so it's really up to them. But for some reason, this thing just gets super wide open the second the play starts. So I'm just going to run this a few more times. Like I said, that Y route is just money. He just cuts right in front of the safety every time. That's why you probably want your best receiver there. And if I didn't truck, I probably would have been gone there. That guy just missed me. But like I said, when I run this in gameplay, I don't know if I'll get a ton of touchdowns here, but when I run this in gameplay, I get a ton of touchdowns. And I'm just ripping right down the field.